Yes, good evening,
No, I
everyone.
need the
And
light. I need the light.
yes, well, okay, it's also part of the show. Don't worry. Normally, you're supposed to be you alone in the studio, but that's fine. I add all noise, everything to my show, and that's the difference. It's not a show that has that kind of pressure. It has to be. We are live. We are live already anyway. So what we are discussing, whatever you do in your room, in your bedroom, whatever, it will be captured. But again, it doesn't really make much difference to me because uh, we take orders from others. We take orders from others, and in the process, we we get our own system, our way of doing things locked up. So we are unable to open up how we want to do our thing. So for me, if you bring this and that to my show, it's welcome. Are welcome. Now, good evening, everyone, and this is another exciting show. My show, this is OtunbaHOOLatest. Uh, I'm transmitting tonight. I've done one show about 2 hours ago, and that one is still running. And this is another one I'm doing now with one of my favorite aburos. He's a little bit older than Omo, so I want to say aburo. Now, this guy lives in France. He's highly intelligent, educated, and also um, he's a firebrand political uh, public affair commentator, and I've had him speaking at different fora. We've met a couple of times, and he's blessed with children, also with a lovely wife, and which I
Thank
call
you,
a
sir.
Yaomi. So you know the way tradition how we operate. So tonight is my pleasure having him one on one on Otunba Who Latest Talk Show, and I purposely bring him because there are two things I want to do. I want to take advantage of his uh, immense contribution to the Yoruba actualization movement, self-development and self-determination movement. Like I said, we belongs to different groups, and we have spoken on different occasions. So, but tonight is this is going to be a one-on-one encounter, and I've set out a couple of things I want to gist, digest, and talk about with him. But without further ado, let me ask. The name is there, Adetola Seyi Olayode. Uh, Adetola Seyi Olayode. What's all this name about? What is the meaning of all this name?
Well, thank you for, for asking that simple question. Actually, that's I have many names. My names are almost seven. When I was giving birth, I have seven names. So in Yoruba, when we do naming ceremony, we have so many names that are given to children. Baba, you know that. So, this ones I've stick to these ones. Aretola Oluwaseyi,
So,
Oluwaseyi Olayode. So there are many ones. There are many ones I can't put there. So these are the ones that that the government data can
you
pick.
can use for paperwork that they are not going to say hello, go and stay at the back. We are very busy. When we finish with the short names, then we
We call
call
it
you
long
in
one.
with the long ones.
Absolutely.
Now it's my pleasure. I must say, I you don't give the name to yourself by yourself or for yourself.
No, 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 no,
Your
not really. No,
parents
no.
usually give you name, and it's part of the tradition, especially we Yorubas. I don't know about other tribe, that they will give you a long name, maybe whatever they get, maybe at the end of the day, shortly they get some prize for that. But it's okay, that's fine. We are here, we are. I only remember these two names of mine, Hashim Olabode, and then of
That's
course
it.
Oseni. Oseni is the surname. I can't change that so easily. It's only the women among us that change that. And we are six.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Four are gone. It's only me and number four that are left now. Well, Kolon Fun, let me give you. It's going to be a mixture of discussion in a manner of Yoruba and English. And gone are the days when táwọn kan máa ń fi English kóyàn lọ́bẹ̀ jẹ àwọn gbóyìnbó rẹpẹtẹ. Hello, who cares these days? Whether your
Yeah,
Russian is good or whether you study in Bulgaria and you speak their language, it doesn't really matter anymore. It is what you bring to the table. It is what you
absolutely,
have achieved. It is what you
absolutely.
can also share with humanity. Yellow are important because when Russians started speaking their language, we don't understand it apart from people who studied
No,
Russia. And so tonight, Yoruba, and for me, it's criminal for anybody to say Yoruba is a vernacular. Nobody
no,
should
no,
dare ever
criminal.
say it where wherever I am. Now, Sheyi, what other thing do you do? I understand you. I know you live in France. What do you do in France? What are your
Right.
area of
Presently, I lecture at the university and I also teach at in the secondary school. So those
okay?
are my two. That's where I basically a teacher. Let me just have a teacher.
Hmm.
So that's what I do basically in France here. So I work with the Ministry of Education. So I'm a staff of
Okay.
the Ministry of Education in France.
Working Minister of Education, like you said, uh, mo sure pé wọn kì í jẹ ọ̀n sábà jẹ yín lówó oṣù mi tẹ̀ ń gbé yẹn.
It's
No,
a
I have a
it's
reason why I'm asking. You are just
yeah,
because
I know,
I'm
sir.
leading you on
It,
to.
yeah, no. It is a. I will just lose the word. It is a sin for the government to owe salaries here. It is a sin. A sheni,
It's a
a
sin.
sheni. It's a sin.
Ah, what does that
So
mean? Why should it be a sin?
I have to take it to that level because me body.
So you
So
might
a
as well
sheni,
say Eshe is like it's as good as it's criminal.
criminal. It's yeah, you're criminal to owe
Criminal.
salary here. It's
But
criminal to owe salary. It's not possible.
it's,
Go possible, around.
yeah, but she again, it hurts me when I run into situation where I believe we are not doing a lot of things right. And most of what we are doing that is not right, that are not right, is the way we govern ourselves. And am I an extremist? When I
No,
go
sir. You're not.
too
It's
far away to show feelings, wípé nígbà tẹ́ bá jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn ṣiṣẹ́
it's um
tẹ́ ẹ̀ sanwó oṣù wọn.
it's a systemic. Sorry, sir. It's like it's called
Yeah.
community. It's a systemic failure
Hmm.
in Nigeria. Let me just where we come from, because I worked. I had the previous work in Nigeria, and
Hmm.
I went through this salary being owed for months, and it's so sad. It's so sad that we are it's even worse now than then. Yeah, we have now 6 months, 8 months. If it's true, we hear about that of government owing workers' salary. These are workers. They have their families. They have their wives, their children, their husbands to feed. And even in our system, we have also relatives that rely on us to also feed them.
Hmm.
So it has been going on round and round all over the years like that. That we workers want to ask kò jẹ́ nǹkan sí government àwọn government officials to owe salary. Wọn ò kà sí mọ́. Wọn ò kà sí pé kán yí ká pé àwọn ìjọba wọn ń jẹ àwa òṣìṣẹ́ wọn ń jẹ wá lówó. They don't care. They don't care about it. So that's why here it doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
I must say one of the very little something I cannot immediately take away from Buhari governance. Nígbà yẹn lọ́hùn ni o. I don't want anybody to misunderstand me because I'm one of the people that fought and campaigned for his emergence. Nígbà yẹn lọ́hùn, shortly after he started governing, I discovered pé because the slogan of wanting to kill corruption, otherwise corruption will kill Nigerians or Nigeria, I discovered that it was then that àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí complain. It was around that time that we know that pé so ẹ jẹ lọ́rùn o ẹ ń jẹ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ because most of the òṣìṣẹ́ themselves they are into corruption. Ìgbà yẹn I can use my example of one of my niece. She's in her mid-60s now. Tó nílé rẹpẹtẹ tó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ and he works with one of the local government and her salary again because I wasn't interested in and asking how much he earns, blah blah blah. I just thought that she's prosperous, she's doing some other business. So corruption was like one of the reasons where every worker, most of the workers, they thrive, they live on corruption. So corruption was so endemic. So it wasn't pé ẹnìkan méjì mẹ́ta ni ó ń ṣe corruption. So the corruption was like from top to bottom. So àwọn èèyàn ò béèrè salary gbàdé pé gbogbo wọn náà rí jẹ́ǹdì ẹ̀ she works in the registration new vehicle blah 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 or whatever they say. Anyway, that was one of the biggest bane of Nigeria governance. Tonight, again, like I said, I'm going to take you on a couple of other things. I also appreciate that you're a political and public affairs commentator. You into opinions of good governance, bad governance. How will you rate governance in Africa, in Nigeria in particular?
Well, it's something I cannot. Where do I start? Because when do we compare it with Western world, or go with African, quote unquote, African standard? Because if you want to look at governance in Africa in general, we have to look at maybe regional, maybe look at the regions, maybe North Africa, East Africa, South Africa, Central Africa. But in all, when we look like Africa when we look at it in a global perspective, there's nothing to really write about African countries. Some are the faults of African leaders. Some are the faults of the external factors, external influences from Europe, from America, from all over the world, from China right now. The Chinese are all over Africa. We are going through second slavery journey. We've had the first slavery journey of the Europeans and the Americans, Europeans, because Americans are not colonized anywhere. Now it's second slavery journey of the Chinese. So we look at it from a holistic perspective. I think most African countries have performed below expectation or below par. Most of them not. And Nigeria, that people were also already looking forward to, as quote unquote, now the giant of Africa. We've lost our status. We are now looking. I have friends from
we are not like a rat of Africa.
So when you say rat of Africa, it's sadly and truly that's a fact, because when I discuss with some of my friends from other African countries, they're sad. They are sad looking at the idea that they used to look up to as the leading light. It's non-existent. It's non-existent.
Wow.
So it's so sad. It's so sad, but that's the reality of it. That's the reality of the situation today.
I agree with you. I'm not going to take that as an endearment. I think this is fact. This is a statement of facts that nobody can deny. And the truth of the matter is because we don't like people telling us off, or people telling us that what we are doing is wrong. And that has also increased the level of degeneration of governance in Africa, in Nigeria in particular, because they're choosing the politicians, the red-seeking politicians, people who are in the business of politics in Nigeria. They've chosen a pattern of bastardizing the electorate, and they made the electorate so incapable. They reduce their capacity to almost nothing. So they become like a kind of a tool they use, the kind of a women caprices to fight election, and this does not also stop there. It also affects the three major arms of governance. In fact, the fourth one, which is the fourth estate of the realm
the mass
of
media, the mass media.
the media and everything. So it looks like I don't know. What do you think are solutions to this problem?
Wow. The solutions are just the problems are enormous, because the problem with us in Nigeria, for me just say Nigeria, is that we have allowed years of let me just say we have allowed our problems to double, to triple, to They keep on, we keep on, let me just say what, we keep on having problems and problems and problems upon ourselves without searching for solutions. That's where our problem is. People keep on saying Nigeria will be better. I was saying like, oh, Nigeria go better, Nigeria go better. We just sing those songs. But now I don't believe that any longer. Because coming here, I found out that these people, as you like the man saw, lórí méjì. Lórí méjì. Man saw, learning sing. There are issues in the French parliament because maybe what they were saying on the radio this morning was our president here, Macron, wants to dissolve the parliament because of the absolute majority. Because the party of Marine Le Pen is the opposition. Because I want to vote for the other party. Our were second. But the problem is it was a joint party arrangement. So but our parliament on the count to so making Marine Le Pen the opposition with 89 parliamentarians followed after the party Macron. So Macron is absolute majority. So now this what I've learned about these people is that when they have there's a problem, they sit down and you see them discuss, even on national radio and TV, they begin to discuss those problems for people to begin to give solutions. Even though I'm calling you my joke, but even though like sorry sir, in the UK,
you might have a little bit of water, glass of any glass of water, so you can sip. I do that. I first thought it maybe because of Virginia, but when you talk like this, you need to sip some, like this is my
my ankle and duality. Right. So we have a problem as a country, and we know we have a problem. Any problem, solve it. No, this thing must continue this way. Now, for example, we know the problem we have in Nigeria today is but I don't have the missing Nigerian constitution. I don't much have amendments, but that constitution, nobody agreed upon it. Even they have done amendments with it. I want to give example amendments here. Among Americans, example, America don't teach 200 and something amendments. Well and good. But our Americans won't joke, but I'm constitution, I won't joke. We agree with the constitution, we the people.
But the 1999 one, there's no we the people. There's no we people there.
I don't know.
That must have been a lie.
That's the problem. They always say the constitution lied against itself because there is nowhere that we, the people of North, South, East, West, Central, everywhere, boys and girls, professionals sat down, and women organizations sat down to say, I agree, it's really incorrect. I want to joke with the people. So how can you go and it's a lie against itself? Even though they do, I want to support the constitution, I say, much amendments by. But amendment, in the sense that foundation constitution with the people. Can it American constitution amendment? But I want to agree. So the problem amendment here. Or amendments they have been clever than
sorry to interrupt you. What are the solutions? And before you answer that question, I want to appeal is naturally not my style because, like I said, my show is a Jelenke show. It's a show that I do not want to struggle and fight for thousands and thousands of. I know as time goes on in life, I always say that maybe another 10 years, at 10 years plus your age, you're going to be in your 60s, and your children are going to be in their 20 or whatever. And there you can imagine another 10 years, people that are going to see you say, that's granddad, that's dad. So please, if you can, help share, like, and love, and then subscribe to my channel so more people can see it.
Get a cup of water.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. The beauty of this is like as you can see, we we make it more homely. My show is a very homely talk show. Is people's show. Is everybody's show. I The only thing I don't want to do is to bring people whom we cannot whom we cannot talk with. I want to bring people whom we can at least rub minds, interact, digest issues, talk about issues, matters arising, and so on and so forth, and bring discussion very, yeah, thank you very much. I bring discussion into a very lively mood, relaxed. Even I've had agitators who are very angry about what I believe in. It doesn't, but again, I'm taught in the university that, or taught in life that you must have a room for a contrary opinion. You must be able to, uh, converge together and talk together, learn from who doesn't like you, and you can also share your views with your friend. So, welcome back.
Thank
Again,
you.
like I said, I was trying to say when you went to grab a glass of water, and I want people to please share, like, uh, love, and subscribe to this my uh, YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, and so in order to get more people to see my programs, you know, I and also if there's any way we can help each other. If you want me to, I mean, if you want to sponsor my show, again, like I said, for almost free, bring it on so I can play uh, your logo, I can show your logo. I can talk about your business for 1 minute, and then also if you choose to donate, yeah, that will also be very very welcome. And if you want to advertise, it's all up to individuals how much you care about how much you love yourself, how much you love your business. Do not look at the just look at, oh, some people who are going to are going to watch Otunba who latest show. Uh, Alagba, well, I'm going to mix the way I address you, Alagba. Don't worry yourself. It's all fun in it. Let's go straight into some
Right.
other area I want to uh, t- talk about. I've had you have introduced yourself, and you and I happen to meet in course of the tracking or trekking towards Yoruba land. So it's just like we met already, and gone are the days when I always look 30 years relationship. No, 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 no. Some of them are become to be worthless. So if I meet somebody just a month or 2 months ago, and we can communicate, we gel, we like each other, is better than the relationship of 20, 30 minutes. Yes, tá a like ara wa tó jẹ́ pé ìyáláyà àbòsí aláìdá nǹkan oríṣiríṣi ló máa wà ń bẹ̀. So I don't care about how long I've known you. The short time I've known you, I know that you are a great guy, a very nice person,
Thank you, sir.
honest, dedicated, and so far so good. We've been able to communicate. Issue
Thank you.
of Yoruba,
Yes, sir.
we have a common friend that's have insisted on how best to go about claiming or exiting Nigeria. One of his argument, awareness, 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 and I agree with him. Kí ni benefit pé Yorùbá láti kó Nigeria? List as
Hmm.
many as you can, or the first 5 main benefits for an average Yoruba tó ń wo program yìí, or for an Indian tó ń wo program yìí, ó lè má gbọ́ Yorùbá, but for anybody tó ń wo program yìí pé òun gbọ́ látẹnu Adéọlá Ṣèyí Ọláyọdé pé these are benefits. Torí a lot of people will say kí ló kàn mí pẹ̀lú kóònù ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, Nigeria is good enough for them. Àwọn wo ni Nigeria good fún, and kí ni reason tí Yorùbá ń ṣe ní láti dáwọ́ papọ̀ pé kán kúrò nínú union tá a wà nínú ẹ̀ sí.
Eshengosa. Right. Benefits in Opo, but my mention DN, my mention on tell you pé the one what the young wing. My little analogy, KKK. Now, our in Nigeria, our call and control. Number one, our call and control our
Yeah, why you in Yoruba?
Yoruba.
Yeah.
À ń gbàṣẹ láti Abuja ni. Kò sí nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe, a máa lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ l'Abuja. Nígbà ayé àtijọ́, nígbà táwọn bá Awólọ́wọ̀ tán wà ní tán gbé ìjọba ní Western Region, wọn lọ sí Èkó, pé Èkó láti sọ pé capital ń gbà yẹn. Mi ò rò pé wọ́n gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wà l'Ékòó. Everything is decided within the Western Region. Policies, programs, everything. Within Yoruba territory, that Western region, so one of the benefits is àwa fúnra ara wa la máa control la ní life ara wa àwa ní life ara wa kò ṣàrà ta ló máa sọ fún wa pé báyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè máa tó fún wa example recently nígbà tọ̀rọ̀ lọ gbé bóyá kí àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn gbébọn Ondo State governor Akérédolú tó sọ pé ṣebí wọ́n gbébọn ní wọ́n ní kó máa gbébọn àwọn àríwọ̀n tó ń gbébọn Katsina kí ló dé tí àwa ò ṣe lè gbébọn àwọn sọ pé no wọ́n sọ pé àwa ò lè gbébọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ń gbébọn bó jẹ́ pé àwa lá ní fún ara wa ní gbàṣẹ we don't need to go and meet anybody. Governor Akérédolú will say okay o ní Ondo State Ondo territory o àwa decide pé àwọn máa lò bọ́n fún àwọn security wa kò lè gbà wọn ní sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ bá ọkọ̀ máa ṣe máa lọ sí Àbújá ọkọ̀ máa sọ pé ṣé káwa máa ṣe no even gan people in Nigeria ṣe wà ká ní kó fẹ́ pọ̀ sí wọ́n fẹ́ really go pé yes this is not what we have agreed upon. What we agreed upon is a federal system. What we are planning is unitary system. It's a feudal unitarianism and practice in Nigeria leaning. It's a feudal and unitary system all matched together. So when people really talk about okay, if táwọn bàbá wa àwọn bàbá wú lọ́wọ́ ìkọ̀ tó wọn agree sí tó negotiate in Lancaster House wọ́n pẹ́ bá wọn fa gidi gan ni wọ́n á sọ pé no I don't need to go to Abuja to go and ask for anything. Federalism and practice on those states is a state on its own within a federal arrangement because nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní bóyá ní Washington or ní California kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wọ́n New York ń bẹ kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wọ́n they are different states so it would have said okay àwọn èmi ti lọ àbá fáwọn àwọn èèyàn tèmi o kọ́lẹ̀ gbé wọn lọ court let's go and ṣé nǹkan tá a agree sí ní Lancaster House táwọn àbáwọ́ lọ́wọ́ sign ni pé unitary system ni it's a federal state no so one of the benefits àwa la máa wà control life ara wa liberty independence liberation àwa la number 2 education system wa tó ti wà bastardize yẹn we need to design our own education to suit our own society. The education system or policies or programs must suit our own society. In key affect ìlú wa kó jẹ́ in the next projecting is a projection in next 5 years, in next 10 years, 15 years, plan, educational plan. Kí ni ṣe a fẹ́ lọ space ni iye ọ̀la fẹ́ lọ space. For example, a fẹ́ lọ sí inú sea, a fẹ́ explore sea. Iye àwọn ni kí la fẹ́ ṣe. We will tailor our educational program to the needs of ourselves, not to the needs of anybody. Number 3, àwọn bóyá àwọn infrastructure wa ta fẹ́ ṣe. Màá fún yín example kan tó sad gan. Mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n kan big ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí mo pàdé years ago through one of my old professors university wọ́n ti kọ́lọ̀ fọ̀rùn kẹwọn professor Akiwọ́wọ́. Wọ́n á meet wọn. Wọ́n á sọ fún mi wọ́n á gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn Japanese kan wọ́n á fẹ́ ṣe electricity project ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n á sọ fún mi pé ìgbà tó máa dé Àbújá ibi tí problem tó wà ní ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ lọ Àbújá ló bá ní pé kàn á gbé bribe wá àti wọ́n yẹn sọ fún mi owó yẹn pọ̀ tó ní bribe ní federal ministry pé kàn á kọ́kọ́ gbé bribe pẹ̀lú àwọn oníwọ̀n tijú pé òyìnbó wà pẹ̀lú wọn wọ́n ní they have to pay this money before wọ́n tó approve project yẹn the project died like that. Yorùbá ni wọ́n àlọ́gbẹ̀wọ̀n investors wà pé kí wọ́n á fún mi story yẹn pé owó táwọn ti ná wọ́n ti káwọn pé minister wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sílùú wọ́n ní kan lọ gbó kò sọmọ Yorùbá tó máa sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sí Àkúrẹ́, Adó, Ìlọrin, Kàbà tó máa sọ pé kán lọ gbówó wá. Yorùbá mọ̀ pé bẹ́nẹ́fìtì ìlú wa ni. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó yẹ pé kò kàn wọ́n ní kán lọ gbówó wá, kán lè ṣe nǹkan sí. Gbogbo Nàìjíríà ló fẹ́ ṣe sí o, kò ní pé ìlú Yorùbá nìkan, kò ní pé Yorùbá ni wọ́n àtàwọn àwọn Japanese investors ló fẹ́ ṣe kíní yẹn, wọn jẹ́ kán rí ṣe, wọ́n ní kán lọ gbé bribe wá. So infrastructural development wà tó yẹ pé àwa la máa develop nǹkan wa fún ara wa to suit our people for the benefit of our people, not anybody. Because of way if electricity is have shape and connect to national grid. Ìlú tí mò ń gbé, we're about environment wa, our communities Oyiwaka. I don't think we're up to, let me just say approximately, I think last figure at election, approximately, let me just say 10,000 inhabitants. Let me just say a kilometer to my house, or half a kilometer to my house here, is our electricity board. Kokon, Paris, which is about 2.5 hours from here. Kokon, capital city region, which is about an hour from here. One need electricity board, electricity board, Lumi, don't take care. 10,000 inhabitants here. It's about 1.5 kilometers from my house here. I go there to pay. I go there, I see them. Even I need solar panel. Don't supply, you know. I to connect electric at the nuclear connect with Luambi. Our line generate no after Paris capital. Is Paris about 2.5 hours from here. Same with our water supply here. Next town, to tomorrow about 15 kilometers. Major town, they have their own, we have our own. So communities will be able to do things to suit themselves for their own people. They won't go to Abuja, Koloma district where Emerson, Guinea Continental Fashion, water, Guinea Continental Bowl, one Keloson, where Emerson, football, one so water, Guinea It is a unitary system near Kusin Kotokon. In Kotaba degenerates ni Adubu Nikaluku, no Lumavifido Nikaluku, where my house of Center. But those are policies that we all have to sit down and repair like Veshi. So benefits pay our generates millions of billions of dollars in Yoruba. It's not going to anywhere. It's going to be within us for us to use for our own people. The only for Christmas, so we have more than enough. Governments all over the world. If we project of that, but we pay our generating 100 million, 180 million or 90 million. One could lose because 120 million. See, yeah.
Yeah, I know you have a long list of benefits to support your line of argument, which I'm to hear me, to maniko hear me wrong, but àwọn ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó dàbí pé is also part of my. Báwo ni àwọn tí wọ́n succeed, àwọn ìlú tí bíi France, bíi Germany, bíi Japan, Canada, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, even àwọn ìlú kéékèèké, Norway, Sweden, Finland, aṣọ rẹpẹtẹ bẹ́ẹ̀, kí làwọn ṣe rí ṣe táwọn ò ṣe rí ṣe?
Ẹ máa sọ ẹni pé ṣé wọ́n lórí méjì ni? Wọ́n lórí méjì.
Mo fẹ́ kí wọ́n náà bá mi gbé yẹ̀wò.
Because these people are problem solvers. They are problem solvers. One, they are problem solvers, and two, the citizens are king. Quote unquote, the citizens are king.
They come first.
They come first. Citizens come first. That is just it. And that was what Papa also tried to inculcate in our Molenyo. Unfortunately, I remember I woke up. But up to now, one APC, PDP, káàkiri. They are not apostles of Awolowo. They are
Èyí
not
tá a
the
bá wọ̀
apostles.
jẹ new ni o, tá a bá wọ̀ jẹ new ni o.
Ẹ̀yin yàtọ̀.
Jẹ
And
new
I
ni
look
o.
at them. When I look at them, I just laugh. And these people, they wear Awolowo's cap, but they cannot even tie. They can't tie his the lace of his shoe. They can't. That man is too. He's just there, not up there. I look at them. I say, these people, they. And I'm going to campaign. Although I was in secondary school then, I thank God I was able to meet before he died. So I go to the campaign. These people cannot get near. They can't get close to his ideas. That man is exceptionally gifted. I mean, the perfect, you know. So I want people, they sit down, because here I do politics recently, and I was able to participate with them, and I see I'm analyze our problems. Ìlú tèmi ń gbé ni o, mi sọ pé for France o, ìlú tèmi ń gbé, because I'm also I participate in politics. I belong to the party here, and I contest election, although we came third. We didn't win the local government election. But but tó pè mí pé arákùnrin àwọn rí ẹni báyìí, okay, mo ti gbọ́. Wọ́n pè ọ̀nà ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n pè mí wá, party chairman adé jókòó, ó pè mí sí ilé àjókòó. Tí mo lọ kọ́ ni, ibi tí mo sọ ni pé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí list àwọn ìṣòro ìlú yìí, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún mi, kí ni mo mọ̀ ń palẹ̀, kí ni mo mọ̀ ń palẹ̀, kí ni mo mọ̀ ń palẹ̀, kí ni mo mọ̀ ń palẹ̀. Wọ́n á bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi, wọ́n ní wọ́n ní nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe, nǹkan báyìí la jẹ́ àmì, nǹkan báyìí la jẹ́ àmì. Wọ́n wá ní bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi, ṣé mo ráyè? Wọ́n ní pé ṣé mo lówó? Wọ́n ní ṣé mo ní time láti devote to service ìlú? Wọ́n nítorí time ni o, láti mo fẹ́ serve ni mo ní mo mọ̀. Wọ́n ṣé mo ní time, mo ní kọ́ máa wọlé kí mo ní time pé màá ṣe. Wọ́n ní pé kí n lọ gbé wá, kí n lọ gbé 100 million kí n wá di kí n tó mo fẹ́ ṣe party. Wọ́n ní èmi gangan lọ need intellect mi lọ need àgbà for them. So on list àwọn people wọ́n lọ pé there are problems over addressing electricity, ṣàfẹ́ afẹ́ wind energy ni, afẹ́ hydroelectric ni, afẹ́ kíní kan àgbọ̀gbà electricity, housing, kí ni problem wa housing, abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wò kí la fẹ́ ṣe, àwọn tí wọn ò nílé, ilé mẹ́rin la fẹ́ kọ́, abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wò, abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bẹ́ẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ school, kí ni problem school wa, àwọn structures la fẹ́ ṣe in school, kí la fẹ́ change ń bẹ̀. They are people àjọkọ̀ abẹ̀rẹ̀ sí analyze them one by one, by one.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Yeah, God, I mean, I have no doubt in my mind. But the question I asked you again, I want you to go back. I want to go
Okay.
back to it. You started by saying, "Oh, lórí méjì."
Oh, lórí
Àwa
méjì.
ní lórí méjì. The effect of putting heads together at a local level, because I want to one local level. Àdúgbò yẹn, your area is just like a ward. It's just like a local government. To one look after their problem around one. I also quickly want to go back to when you started pẹ̀lú problem tí Macron ní, maybe for the benefit of our viewers all over the world, they will know that there are there are three distinctive presidential systems in the world. The first one, which is common, is that of America. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about presidential system in Jaku all Africa, because they just like president for the proper presidential system is in America, and then the others very different presidential system in America, in France, where I think the president will run for 7 years. Is it 7 years?
No,
or 5
years. 5 years. 5 years first term, 5 years second term. That's all.
Yes, and then the president of France, I just want to try and reconnect my political science studies. The 5 years of the president of America of France is independent of his prime minister. The prime minister could be anybody. Am I right?
Yes, I will explain. Maybe I explain. Yeah.
Am I right? Let me know whether I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, let me do. I can explain. Right, but I can just shed more light on that in that area.
Okay.
Yeah, the president, after we've elected our president, because Macron, I mean, just any president that wins absolute majority, we now choose the prime minister. Is want to nominate prime minister.
Yes.
So the prime minister today, Elizabeth Nocom, is Macron's nominee. But I think from my little understanding is that I think if, for example, absolute absolute majority, opposition might get prime minister.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm trying to say, Seyi, that
Exactly.
the system in France allow a non-president party to form a government.
Yeah, to form a
Unlike
government,
another,
absolutely.
yeah, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
trying to say. Yeah, that's the difference. It's one of the,
In
I
fact,
think, more or less.
most likely Marine Le Pen, if this wrong group continues, most likely Marine Le Pen will become the PM.
Yeah. Well, I
Most
mean,
likely.
again, because of the structure in France, whatever the formation, the format is not going to affect the day-to-day life of an
No,
average
no, no, no,
French.
no, no, no.
Exactly. That's the beauty.
The
Whereas,
structures are there. The structures are there,
yes,
and it continues. There's a continuity. Nothing stops. Nothing stops.
yes, and whereas in America, the mother of all the presidential system, if the president party loses majority, he will still be there because
Mm.
he is voted there by the people. So he only have problem to deal with opposition party like them, which is similar to that of, because the idea of another party forming a government under another president could create misunderstanding easily. But like I said, at the end of the day, no matter what, both of them, Baba, you don't have their boxing, they can go ahead and do it as long as teachers get paid, children get their Medicare, elderly people get their pension, they get everything. So somebody called me only every time I change the president money. So Bashir in here, any problem? Who are any? I will any problem. We can change our prime minister 3 times a month. Now let's quickly go to because of time. Let's quickly go to another area. I know you as a one of the firebrand Yoruba actualization campaigner, and but I'm still getting some area of which I probably know as one of the campaigner also who has dedicated his my life to everything. But it looks like penetration, the awareness penetration is not getting to a level the majority of our people back home. What do you think we can do to augment that, or what do you think we can do to improve that?
To increase their
Because
awareness.
àwọn
Yes.
èèyàn wa a ní láti tanra wa. Let's be real. Many people are even accusing us pé ta ló rán wa níṣẹ́. Yeah, if they say
That's
that, I mean, if anybody
yeah.
says ta ló rán wa níṣẹ́, they are in a way it's a legitimate question. Àwa la kàn máa ń sọ pé àwa la rán wa la kàn rí pé kíní yóò dáa. Torí ó dàbí pé ẹ̀ta ní ká pa ejò nígbà táwa rí ejò tóbìnrin réjò àbí tọkùnrin réjò tí ò pa tó yẹ kóbìnrin lọ́wọ́. So now, why is the awareness not going down? Why are still some people back home and not supporting us?
There are too many. There are so many factors that is responsible for that. But in my country, how the avenue or the means of disseminating information, which we don't have enough. We don't. It's not within our. It's not within our powers to use, because what has drawn us back a bit is that we don't have access to the media, because the Nigerian state sees us as enemy, quote unquote, or maybe just don't use quote unquote as enemy. They see us as enemy, and the media, which could have been a very good means of I mean disseminating that information or making our people to be aware of Yoruba demand for self-determination is not there for us. But thank God we are using the social media, which our people are using efficiently. I have to commend our media. They are doing well. With that, but only day, we do one day a day, one share. They are trying their best. In media and one share. Although some of them, their content may not be what we want, but at least once in a while they try to propagate that the campaign, and I mean, of course, able to be aware, get that awareness that we need. But I think if we're able to get a radio, one way or the other, which I think we are working on right now. Tabale in the radio, we just shortwave ni to transmit silly. We just 1 hour per day. So ti yẹ mo rántí gbà tí nígbà Nàdẹ́kò, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan Nàdẹ́kò la máa ń pè Luther tó wà Nàìjíríà sí. Luther la máa ń pè, ó ní shortwave radio yẹn, àwọn alẹ́ báyẹn àti èmi àti ẹ̀ nígbà àgbàbáchà yẹn, a máa lọ listen sí, a máa gbọ́ àwọn kìíní kan, àwọn nicknames, àwọn ọlọ́mọ máa fún wa ní information tí à ń gbọ́ ní NTA. But those time, we abandoned NTA. During those time of Nadeko, because Nadeko that was man information, but on shell in Nigeria, secrets don't share when get NTA need. So we need that type of radio that be telling our people information. Apart from awareness down when you want share, I need to commend them. Because I want one in forward front. They go out everywhere. Last time they were in Osong, I do daughter, they were in the last Saturday, they were in Boya area, Boya Kwara or Ikugi. I mean, and they still going everywhere. In tens, numbers, no matter how small or how big it is, they are going about in our communities, enlightening them, telling them why we need to go, why it is time for us to say and not to exit Nigeria. Because it actually too. We've lost men, we've lost our great men to Nigeria, we've lost so many things. Even identity we are wasted people. We've lost our identity to Nigeria. Obama exploits all over the world. Only Nigerian. Who is a Nigerian? Nobody is a Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian, though I was born in Nigerian space according to what British did to us. But in the real sense of it, I am not a Nigerian, and nobody is a Nigerian. Nobody has a Nigerian identity. My grandfather is not a Nigerian. My ancestors are not Nigerian. My ancestors are Yoruba or Moduduwa. Those are my ancestors. The English, they have their ancestors. They are English. I want Swedish. I want Danish. I want Finnish. I want Russian, Ukrainians, Indians, Singaporeans. They all have their ancestors. I want French. I want Spanish, Portuguese. They have their identity. My identity is Yoruba. My identity is not Nigerian. That's the truth.
Yeah, I will agree with you. Now, is another area I really want to chat with you. Àwọn elite tí wọ́n jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn wa ní tán wà nílé tán tún wà lóko, tó yẹ pé most of them are even diasporans, that they are highly educated, they have they have knowledge of what an average Yoruba is going through in Nigeria. A ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìyà tó ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ wa tó ń jáde yunifásitì tó ń ríṣẹ́ ṣe tó ń wa ọ̀kadà, àbáwọn obìnrin wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ wọn ń ta gúgúrú àtẹ̀pà, wọ́n ń ṣe kínní. Èyí tó wọ̀ síbẹ̀ ni pé the quality of education tí àwọn ọmọ wa tó ń gbà is so low tó jẹ́ pé mi ò lè spell campus gangan tó ti jáde. So àríyàn rẹpẹtẹ. Now, but let me quickly, because of time, kí ni àwọn elites yẹn, just 1 minute, why are the elites not interested in actualizing Yoruba? Why are they not interested? Do you have a rough idea or not?
Well, if I want to be sincere, I will not say I will say I know why they're not interested. But I will just make a guess. Number one, on Jenny Modaru.
Okay.
On Jenny, and they don't care. As long as it get 1 year, I want to get family 1 year, come on 1 year, I won't care. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ wà wọ́n jẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí. Láwọn yẹn máa ṣe láìfù yín nìyẹn, èmi mo ti wà ní comfort zone mi. Àmì rẹ̀ àtàwà ní diaspora. I'm in my comfort zone, my children, my wife, my husband, my business is going on well, I'm doing my work. Báwọn kó máa dà, ọ̀wọ́ yín ló kù sí, èmi ti make up mind mi pé èmi ò ṣe ọkàn. àwọn category kẹta làwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọn kàn tiẹ̀ pé wọ́n kàn wò pé kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí kí lè fẹ́ ṣe gan kí lè ń ṣe gan kò make sense it cannot work kí ló make sense ẹ kàn ń dààmú ara yín ni ẹ jẹ́ ká kú síbẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
What do you say to people like that? You know, our group of people, if you come across
well,
them,
oye wọn ni.
No, what will you tell them? What do you tell them?
I will tell them that you just sit down and demand and ask and make a retrospect or think very deeply. Who am I? Because téèyàn bá ti divorce ara from the Nigerian identity, kò lè róòtọ́. I mean, no, I never thought, years ago, although mi ti máa ń ní àwọn ideas oríṣiríṣi, but self-determination didn't occur to me. But this way this country is going is not what it ought to be. By the time I said, maybe I wish can list Nigeria fún our countries to máa fẹ́. Some years ago, I read it in my write up. We can list Nigeria for 10 years. Pé káwọn country kan wá bá manage it. But all of a sudden, the idea of just exiting came, and people of like minds started contacting themselves, and we all began like that.
So, well, as we speak, you and I know, because we are in the same boat. The boat is being rocked many times. We having issues. Majority of our èèyàn fencing gangan ni pé declare jẹ́ ká jáde. Àwọn methods wo la ní láti bá fẹ́ jáde, because you as a sociology lecturer in a civilized country, I'm sure even though I study political science, sociology is part of
political science there.
That will have give you a rough idea of how things work. The process and procedure of láti kó ní Nigeria, again, because of time, 1 minute, kí ni process and procedure tí ó yẹ ká lò? Because at this stage kan sìn, ariwo ẹja kan declare spiritually or not spiritually. What do you want to say to declaration level?
We need to declare, but there's a process and a procedure to that we need to go through. Rather than declare, we need to declare, but one, we'll look at timing. Everything has strategic timing. The timing is very important. So I want to declare, they have to look at time, the timing of doing that. Because we have a formidable enemy that we are confronting. The enemy is strategizing, we are also strategizing. So timing, the man causing. Terrorist strike enemy. You look at his weakest point to strike. So timing, important. Sharing what's important for now is to continue to do that rally. That rally is so significant. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
For declaration. So the rally, if we can strategize very well with that rally, and we're able to make that impact, and most of us we will not even declare anything. The people will know what to do themselves. Because if that rally can have that impact, the people will know what to do.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that is also on a more. I extended it to my level of as a political thinker that kako secure gbogbo area wa not first. We should be in charge of our region in the first place. Ká tó gbé wàhálà lọ bá anybody.
Nǹkan tí mo sọ náà nìyẹn. Tí rally tàbá ṣe, ọ̀rọ̀ mo sọ. Tí rally yẹn, securing our place, we need to secure our environment because of the infiltration we have of the terrorist infiltration in our midst. We need to secure that one. Then, if we're able to organize that rally all over Yoruba land, they need desired impact. The impact is the people now are aware of certain things that is causing us to be where we are today. If you could what
you are saying is about increase the level of penetration from large majority of our people. The rest will be taken care of. But
it's
again,
just like
I said, we've gone through that. The problem for our elite, to joke on the fence, that they are
They
not
will, they will,
interested
they'll be
as we
forced to
speak.
join. They'll be liberation, struggle, or revolution doesn't attract or doesn't require a whole city.
Mm.
A whole city. A whole city will join later, but I want to plan strategy and movement. They are just few people. We don't. Everybody will not come. We need to understand. That's the way we are today. That's the way things are. Everybody will not come. Even Moyen Soy, I want to come out there. Elite náà kíkiri dẹ̀ bọ́ sí o wọn dẹ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ wa àrò kíkiri dẹ̀ bọ́ sí o kíkiri dẹ̀ bọ́ sí o but wọn sọ̀rọ̀ wọn dá sí wa bọ̀ nínú yàrá wọn pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn mú mo táwọn ọmọ yìí dẹ̀ ń sọ dẹ̀ òótọ́ dẹ̀ ló ń sọ mo táwọn èèyàn yìí dẹ̀ ń ṣe òótọ́ ló ń sọ wọ́n lè bọ́ sí àdá but wọn ò wọ́n kàn tí wọ́n nìyẹn àwọn like don't look nígbà wọn yẹn.
I know. Finally, and when I say finally again, I want to repeat my call for people to when you have brilliant guests like this who knows his onions, who knows exactly what we're talking about. It's better, it's proper, and I also I think it's fair if we share this program to get more people to have idea of what one of us has said that we discussed. So please, again, like I said, please share, like, and love, and also subscribe. So next time when I'm on my program, I subscribe to virtually all channels. It's one thing to subscribe. So maybe there's a program coming up. The affair was another thing. So please subscribe to OtunbaHOOLatest talk show or OtunbaHOOLatest TV. That will be final one. If somebody asks you, because I have only maybe 2 minutes left. I need to stop exactly 1 hour. If somebody asks you, Uncle Seyi, any kí n má lọ vote, kí ni reason tẹ́ ṣe ní kí n má lọ vote? Kí ló máa sọ fún?
My environment mà ní kó wò environment mà ní kó wò ọmọ ẹ̀ tó bá yẹ pé ọmọdé tó yí tẹ́ pé ó ti 18 màá sọ fún pé èmi free education bàbá wú lọ́wọ́ mo jọ láì Nàìjíríà kọ́ ló fún mi o táwọn mìíràn sọ pé Nàìjíríà fún ní free education Nàìjíríà did not give me free education o Western region Yoruba party ló fún mi Yorùbá ló fún mi ní free education o Yorùbá ni mi enjoy benefit kan Nàìjíríà mi enjoy any benefit Yorùbá ló fún mi free education màá sọ pé kó tún wo àwọn ilé tó ń gbé ṣé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì assist láti san àwọn olè yẹn èlò ní income ìkọ́ni táwa wà yìí tí income bá tó gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì á support ẹ̀ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì support wà fún ara nǹkan tá a sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa ni wọ́n tó afẹ́ gbà lu wa afẹ́ tún lu wa ṣe we have the brain bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń sọ we have the intellect we have everything àwọn èèyàn wa ka ìwé wọ́n ní ọgbọ́n wọ́n ní òye to transform kò ṣe pé Eldorado náà ní o kò ń ṣe pé Eldorado kan tá a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí plan ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ planning ni pé nǹkan ìgbésẹ̀ báyìí la máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe. àwọn màá jẹ́ kó wọn tẹ̀sí màá jẹ́ kó wọn realize pé àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn gangan àwọn ní witches and wizards tó lọ ń gbàdúrà fún yẹn àwọn tó lọ ń gbà pé we kill them àwọn olóṣèlú yìí gan ni witches and wizards tí wọ́n provide housing fún wa tí wọ́n provide education fún wa tí wọ́n provide food load fún wa tí wọ́n provide medicine fún wa.
Stop it there because in this show normally I used to do 2 hours but mo ti reduce it to 1 hour in order to make it be easy for people to go back. Àwọn ẹlòmíín do mo ti rí àwọn tó ń ṣe 6-7 hours again. I'm sure some people like it. Now, I want to thank you. I want to thank you very, very much. I want to appreciate you. And I also want to say that it's a thing of joy for me to have people of your age group that I can interact, we can rub minds, we can chat and talk about everything. Finally, again, it's my pleasure having you. This program has been going on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Please join, subscribe. Thank everybody. Thank you very much. My regards to your family. And the program is start to be. Yeah. In fact, I mean, your last word is like you're also very happy to be on my program. I can say that for you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.